All right, good morning, YouTube. Blue Collar Corner here. Welcome back. If you're returning, if you're new, welcome. This is a channel about news, events going on, blue collar perspective on things in the world. The idea for it was I watch these talking heads and news shows on TV a lot or on YouTube, Piers Morgan, and there's so many more. And what I always noticed was there's always these talking heads up there on the TV or the phone or whatever. And they always like to speak for the working man and blue collar people. And none of these people on there have ever been working class or blue collar. And their perspective's always wrong. I always find myself yelling at the TV going, that's not what we think at all, or how we feel, or our situation. We're having to worry about making the mortgage payments and what all this is going to do going on in Iran to gas prices, because we're tapped out as it is. Now, that's just kind of a little introduction into what this is supposed to be. I'm not going head in on this channel where I feel like I have to make content constantly anymore. I have a life. And the last time I did this, like I said in my last video, I got overwhelmed constantly trying to have content and grow. And I'm not even worried about that. It's not about money or growing. This is just for me to talk to y'all. And, it's therapeutic for me to have something, just to talk and get things out. A lot of people don't like to talk about this stuff anymore at work, buddies, wife. Nobody really pays attention. And I pay attention. And just talking to this camera, y'all, is very therapeutic for me. So I'm just going to record some stuff here, maybe every week, maybe a video a week, hopefully 2 a week. I'm not going to stress, not going to rush it. It'll get out when it gets out. I had a little time this morning. So I decided to just maybe give y'all an update on things I'm hearing from like article here, article there, talking about this here, this there, and kind of just put it all together real quick and tell you what I know. All right. So as of right now, this is Tuesday morning. Iran is actively attacking the largest U.S. airbase in the region. It's in Al Udeid. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Qatar or Qatar, or I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. The U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia has been attacked also. It said that there were 8 drones intercepted. So I guess we shot them all down and everything's good there. There were a lot of talks over the last few days and articles of people saying things like our stockpile of interceptor missiles and our stockpile of weapons and things were very diminished, and that we might not be able to hold out and keep like shooting off stuff to protect things. And Trump actually came out, I read this today. Trump actually came out today, and you know how Trump is. You don't know if this is true or if he's embellishing or trying to let everybody else know, hey, F around and find out, or, whatever. But here it is. Trump says that we have virtually unlimited weapons and that he can do this for as long as he needs to. And, I kind of believe that. We spend, $1 trillion on defense. I mean, we got to have missiles and weapons and defense. I think probably the bigger issue would be the logistics, getting everything there in a timely manner. But I think this is going to be done a little better than normal. I think Hegseth really knows what he's doing, being in the area before and being in that situation before in the Iraq and Afghanistan war. He is 100% not on board with a forever war. Doesn't want to stay there forever, doesn't want to rebuild the country, doesn't want to put boots on the ground, doesn't want to nation build and build their government and democracy. He said, look, we're going to cut the head off the snake, knock everything out, and then it's up to y'all. Y'all take your freedom back. All right, what else do I got? Um, Also, it says that I think it said Trump said that there were Iranian officials, some of the top brass or low brass that's now top brass, are asking now for peace talks and negotiation. And Trump basically gave him the finger and said, it's too late now. It's way too late. We tried that. We're going to keep doing what we're doing and knock the rest of y'all out and let the people try to take it and do what they want with it. We also, reports that I've read, we've sank their entire Navy. I don't know if that's true, if they might have some left, but what I read um, said that there were 11 naval ships that Iran had and like a drone carrier, big, like that was like their crown jewel or something. And it's a big ship. And all 11 ships have been sank. So they no longer have a navy. Yesterday, on Tuesday, not Iran, sorry, excuse me, trying to do all this in one take, y'all, because I'm so broke. I don't even have a computer or a mic, or I don't have editing software. I'm just trying to, one shot it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So what I got was is yesterday on Tuesday what was left of the Iranian top brass, the officials, the people in the country were meeting yesterday in it was called the Iranian Supreme Council meeting, and they were there to choose a successor for the country. And I read that Israel struck that, blew it up. So I'm assuming everybody that was top brass that was left to choose the successor to go forward, I think Israel took them all out. So I don't think there's very many officials, top people left. I think the people in Iran, I think when the bombs stop, they got to step up and take their freedom back. Lastly, most importantly, I wanted to save this for now because it's the most important. I don't know if I probably should have led with it because you're probably not watching by this point. Messed up. Oh well, I'll get better at this, y'all. I'm telling you, it's hard talking to a camera. It's weird. Anyway, four American soldiers have been killed at a base in Kuwait. And I know everybody says thoughts and prayers, and people get mad when you say that and say, well, that's not bringing them back. And it's not. But we need to be aware of this as Americans. We need to be thankful for their sacrifice. We do need to pray for their families. And yeah, this should touch every single American. You should feel some kind of way about this. Don't just let this go by the wayside and put it in the back of your mind and forget about it. This is something that I talked to my son about. He's about to be 5 years old. And, we prayed for the soldiers and their families yesterday. And I talked to him about it and tried to talk to him in a way that a 5-year-old can understand. I try to tell him that these are brave Americans that are there, doing their job, and they lost their lives doing their job for this country that we should love and respect. And we might not always agree with what this country's doing, but it's our home, and the people that are there protecting it deserve the utmost respect and the utmost love. They are a special breed. They are very special. I'm getting teary thinking about it, y'all. I'm very sad. Now, could something have been done better to stop that from happening? Could they have evacuated the base? I don't know. Probably not. I started thinking maybe, that's one of the biggest said. It's a big base over there. It's not the biggest. I think the biggest is Qatar, but being that close to the region, I assume they're using that base for support, logistics, jets, fighters, all kind of stuff for this conflict. Because could they have been underground? Could there have been better missile defense? I don't know. I'm not one to say. I don't know how all that works. I'm not a soldier. I've never been to that base. I don't know the logistics or how or where it came from, but hindsight's 2020, and there's nothing that they could do about it now except maybe be better prepared for the next time. I hope all of you are doing well. I don't really have a lot of analysis this morning. I'm tired. I just kind of wanted to get y'all out a bunch of news that was coming from different places about a bunch of different things so that you didn't have to go read 10 articles like I did and watch 10 different shows. This is kind of the biggest basic stuff of what's been going on over the last couple days. So I just wanted to get all that to you real quick in a little short video, short as I can. That way you're informed and you can come to your own conclusions. And if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, debate about, just put it down in the comment, and I promise I'll read it. I'll get back to you. And then maybe we'll make a video and I'll talk about it. Maybe shout you out or something. I mean, nobody really watches this anyway. I got 4 views on the last video, so. But just in case, you never know, hit the like, all that YouTube stuff. Lord, I'm doing the YouTube thing. Hit the like, subscribe. I'm here, y'all, and I'm going to be here for a while. Blue collar guy, just trying to make it in the world and just trying to get his opinion out there. I don't know, might work out one day. But thank y'all for watching. I'm signing off for now. Blue Collar Corner. Tell your friends. Like, subscribe, smash that like button, all that stuff. All right, love y'all. Pray that this is over quickly. See y'all.